Morning, y'all, and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining me. What's up, little man? You found a gnome? Where? In the window? Awesome. Randy, looks like you did a real good job of mowing the yard last night. I'm liking what I'm seeing. You too, Bubba. You too. Good job mowing the yard. That is the coolest toy I think he owns right now. This little boy right here mows the yard every single day. He even gets on to Randy and says, bro, I've already mowed that. Please go somewhere else. All right, so today on our Sunday Fun Day, we have a lot going on for the blue mower. More than normal. It's a lot. Yeah, my truck got dirty, dude. It happens. You don't like it? I should clean it, huh? Wonder who he gets that from. So, it is extremely hot here in Texas, in case we haven't told you that every time we talk to you. And we're gonna try to make the job a little easier. So, I've got it pulled in the shade, and we're gonna try to work right here. And hopefully between the shade and the wind, we don't get hot. 2 of the 3 of my kids have already come outside, lasted 30 seconds and went back inside. Except for this one over here. He says there's yard to be mowed, so I'm gonna mow it. Even though right now he's just doing donuts in the sand. But nonetheless, we have work to do and we're gonna try to make the best of it. Oh man, does that feel good. Whew. If you guys don't have one of these outside air conditioners, you're missing out. Like, you can fill it full of water and turn the pump on and you're running like basically cold water over the fan. It's amazing. It's amazing. I spend a lot of time here thinking about what my next step in life is going to be, especially today. I'll work out there for a little while. I'll come sit here for a little while. I'll go work out there for a little while. I'll come back in here for a little while. And eventually, we'll get done. And there we have it, blue. And only blue, because orange is currently at the doctor at the new dealership working with the Briggs & Stratton technicians to figure out what exactly is wrong with that mower. So, we're back to one mower again, which is why we have so much maintenance to do today, because we only have one mower again, and we have a big week coming up, and we have a lot of things to do this week. It's a cone so people don't hit me, so whenever we're mowing, we come put it back here so they can see that we're working on the side of the street. Guess that was a good enough answer. Yeah, it's dirty, I know. It was a rough week, sorry. Man, upper management is tough today. Let's see. I know we're at 109.9, so 110 hours. Which means there's a lot due today. There is a lot due today. Here we go. Last week was a wet and rough week. We found some wet spots. And we're real dirty because the grass is growing and it's wet and it's thick and it's been a mess. So we have a lot going on this Sunday, a lot more than normal. So we need to clean it up. We need to change the blades. We need to grease it. We need to dust the air filters. But it's also time to do some maintenance. Already time for the second oil change, and we are now at the time for the initial break-in period for the transmission. So we basically have to service the whole thing today to get it ready to go for tomorrow. $50 hours. Pretty black. And I know why, because it is hot here in Texas. Like father, like son, he's gonna go hang out in front of the fan. You should see where he parked his mower while he went and rest. He drove it up this ramp and parked it right there and told me that's where it's gonna stay, and he is gonna go take a break in front of the fan. All right, we need some things. Pretty sure we need that. We're gonna need that. That. And that. Would you look at that? I did not know that SCAG put the part numbers right there. That is sweet. While we wait for that to drain, I figured 100 hours is probably time to change the fuel filter. All right, that was actually super easy. Well, as easy as it can be. It doesn't make a lot of mess because you just turn the valve to the middle and then you only have a very little amount in the hose. So it doesn't make a mess being in there, which I thought it would because it's up there in that area, but makes less of a mess than the Vanguard does. Let's see if we can't do this without making a huge mess. Okay, not a huge mess. There, that's done. We did make a little bit of a mess, but that's okay because we're gonna clean this thing up before we put it back in the trailer. Fresh oil. Drink up. Goop, 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 goop. Let's fire it up, make sure we have no leaks. All right, no leaks. Let's check our oil. Boom. It's really actually hard to do that one-handed while showing you guys, but it's good. And we don't have a leak for the fuel filter, so oil and fuel filters changed. Now let's change the air cleaners. All right, out with the old. And in with the new. And check. Have I mentioned it's hot here? I honestly don't know how we mow in this. I think there's something to be said about starting when it's cool and then gradually getting hotter, because I started this at like 11 o'clock this morning and it feels like you're going straight into the oven. Like it's not even, there's no chill. Like you go from being pleasant to hot. But somehow we mow in this and it doesn't affect us, probably because we don't start at 11 o'clock in the morning. We start at 8 when it's nice and cool, and we get hot as it gets hot. So we have a lot done, but the next thing is more oil. We need to do the break-in oil change on the transmissions. And I pulled the instruction manual out. So we're gonna follow the steps in the manual, and it looks pretty straightforward, but it's my first time doing it, so we're gonna learn together. Step 1, we need to jack the rear of the mower up and have it so where the tires can run without touching the ground. That comes in for later. All right, we have the mower off the ground and it's supported by some wood. That way we can work on it and we have the ability to run it to purge the air out in the end. Step 2, we drain the oil in both of the transmissions. And we're draining. That was actually very easy and came off on the first try. I was expecting it to be hard. Very simple so far. Hopefully these filters are just as easy. Repeat for side 2. This is going a lot faster than I thought. I was dreading doing this. I thought it might be an ordeal. So far, pretty easy, besides it being hot. Step 3, change the hydraulic filters. These guys right here. Okay, not bad. So that's what a new one looks like. And this is what 100 hours on one looks like. If you ask me, that's real dark. That's pretty dirty. The kit also comes with a new O-ring for the cap. All right, that's that. Now we just change the filter on the other side. And in case you're wondering, you need a 3/16 for the drain, and you need a 1.1 for the filter. Step 3, take a whole bunch of oil, 5 quarts per side to be exact, and start filling it. There's a purge port you remove off the top. You fill the expansion tanks full of oil until it comes out the purge port. Put the purge port back in, top off the expansion tanks, and then we purge the air out and double check. There's 1, there's 2. But wait, there's a whole lot more. 1, 2. And now we fill. And now we play the game of let it disappear, top it back off, disappear, top it back off, until all this oil is back inside the system. All right, now that those are filled up, the last step is to get on the mower, start it up with it off the ground, and run it in forward and reverse for 2 minutes to purge the rest of the air out of the system. So, that sounds like fun. And that's that. Our hydraulic oil is now changed. Actually really simple. Let's go take it for a spin. Running just fine, just fine. Now, the next thing, the most important step of today to make sure that we cut good tomorrow. New blades. And we are going with some brand new copperheads for the week. These are high lifts, fresh out the store. And these are the part numbers for the people that asked. They're made by Rotary. There it is. And I don't normally run high lifts this time of year, but we tried something last week. The grass is terrible and overgrown, and normally high lifts make it a problem because it bogs the motor down. I mean, it bogged this thing down pretty good. But I was having a problem with the grass getting away from the mower with the standard lifts. I thought I'd give it a try. And even though it made us mow slower, it actually made us mow the yards faster because we weren't having to repeat as bad, because it felt like the standard lifts just weren't throwing it far enough away from the mower, so I was always left with a mess that I was having to deal with. Sure, these slowed me down, but it did a better job of clearing the grass and making the yard mowed better in one pass. All right, let's see what one day of mowing did. So that right there, one day of mowing with these blades. Look at that. Look at that. But they were totally worth it. Totally worth it. But we did put a lot of wear on these things. But that's what you're gonna have in Texas, and mostly everybody in the South who has bahia grass, oak trees, and pine trees. If you don't know what it's like mowing this stuff, you just don't know. It's rough on equipment, it's rough on blades, it's rough on people. It's just rough. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Bahia grass. We're gonna take these to the blade sharpening department. Looks like these guys are really far behind. These guys are always behind. I'm gonna have to talk to their boss about that. And for the last order of business, we can't very well let the blue bird look this dirty. So, we're gonna make it look clean again. That looks a lot better. You're still my boy, Blue. You're actually my only boy, Blue. I'm actually back to just one mower, guys. Never thought I'd own 2 mowers and still only have 1 mower. Now I guess I need a backup for the backup, because the backup, not even here. It's on its special visit with Briggs and Stratton and my new dealership, hopefully solving the problem for good. Which is why it's so important that we take care of this guy, because it is our only mower again, and we have a huge week planned, and we really don't need the Bluebird to have any problems. So the last and most important thing, this thing needs some grease. And there you have it, one perfectly maintenanced, greased up, sharpened blade, cleaned up, ready to go for the week. Beautiful Bluebird Cheetah. And our only mower again, like I said. But that's why we do all the things we do on Sunday Fun Day, so that we can show up tomorrow on Monday and make sure this week goes without any problems that we don't see coming. Like, there's always going to be problems, but when you do stuff like this, you hope that you alleviate most of the big problems and only have small problems. So you're probably wondering what a huge company like us does for maintenance. Well, it's pretty simple. I come here to the parts department and I get with them and let them know they need to order new supplies for the next maintenance interval. And then I get with the maintenance department and we log all the work we did so that we know when it's due next time. Lots of employees here at this big company, and everybody plays an important role in making sure everything runs as smoothly as possible. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna load this thing back up and get it ready for tomorrow morning. We have a big day and a big week coming up. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We love you, and we'll see you in the next one.